Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Tony Picks the Morning Show. I'm Tony T. We're with you here every day at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time doing live free picks for you. So make sure you guys like, subscribe, and set those notifications. If you would, right as we start the show, give us that like, that thumbs up. It really helps us build our audience. We greatly appreciate that. We'll have picks to you here from Major League Baseball. NBA takes the day off today, 15 tomorrow. We'll have those games for you tomorrow. Of course, NHL as well. So we'll meet the cappers and we'll get right here. We'll get right to the picks. Let's say hello to Rod. Rod, what's happening?
Not too much, Tony. Another crappy day for me. NHL was not bad, but we had a winning day there. MLB, not so much. And then the NBA, oof, I think I took an over, and it didn't even get to 100. So, man, some of these NBA games, awful. I can't wait for the playoffs to start. Let's put it that way. These regular season ones to wind down the stretch have been, some of them have been brutal. So to say, some of these squads scoring 48 points in 3 quarters, yuck. I thought G Leaguers were supposed to score. What's going on? I think those are less than the G Leaguers. I think we see in some of those games. The next tier down. What do we call those guys?
Those guys. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is that you're not getting the best of the G. You're getting the mediocre, the middle tier, which isn't
G minuses. Or worse.
Yeah. I mean, you look at these box scores, and these are some of the other G Leaguers are bringing in. It hasn't been pretty. But then, of course, we've seen some of the big favorites covered. We see some of that happen yesterday. So,
like I said, 3 touchdowns, and the field goal was good for the House of Disappointment. They won by 25. So
yeah. and it's funny because when you start looking at the tiebreakers, all they got to do is beat Utah and they get in the playoffs because their teams that are they have tiebreakers over Denver, Clippers, and Warriors. And of course, the Warriors and Clippers play tomorrow. Denver plays Memphis tomorrow. So teams are going to be tagged with losses. And guess what? Minnesota has Utah. They got an easy game. So they win, they're in.
And of course, they're in. Nice. They'll probably be a 20-point favorite again.
Yeah, that's really because of the tiebreaker. It looks like Minnesota is going to get right in the playoffs. And the way it shapes up here, it looks like the loser between the Warriors and Clippers will be the play-in team, the way it looks right now with the tie. If everything goes according to plan, if the favorites win, then it looks like as long as Denver beats Memphis, it looks like the loser in that Warriors and Clipper game will be in the play-in hosting Memphis, or maybe that's how it looks right now. So even though the Clippers have been red hot, they find themselves in a very strange situations. Yeah, F players.
F minus F players.
F players. Yeah. That Pelicans game was as ugly as it gets. We knew what the Lakers were going to do. I mean, that was pretty obvious there with the Rockets sitting everybody. They tried to, interesting to see what Sacramento does at home of Phoenix. What Phoenix does, well, they sit players because if Sacramento wins, they have the home court against Dallas. But if Sacramento loses, Dallas wins, it'll be Dallas with the home court. But the East is already settled. There's no more drama there. We know 1 through 10 in the East. We have all the matchups set to go, and we'll see how that rolls out. But tomorrow there'll be a little bit of drama. I think we know who our play-in teams are. We just don't know how the seeding works. But it'll be interesting to see how that Clipper Warrior game goes. And loser probably would be sent to the play-in game, and the Warriors have to kick himself for that loss of the Spurs.
Yes, they will.
But I will say this. That 7-8 game may not be too bad because the winner gets Houston in the playoffs in the first round. So that may not be too bad. I don't know. Houston hasn't been in the playoffs before. This will be the first time. We haven't seen them in a long time with this group. So just trying to see what rolls on there. Because
we've seen good Houston that could roll anybody, and then we've seen some bad Houston where it's like, ooh, we're not going to roll anybody.
Yeah.
So what are you going to get in the playoffs?
Yeah, because we saw Houston have some trouble on the road. In LA, they've had some struggles at full strength. Not just this G League team that we've seen the last couple of days. So should be fun when we get down to the NBA here with playoffs, play-in games next week, and then a week from today, Rod, we'll have those four playoff games from the NBA, and then the following on Sunday we'll have those 4 games. I always look forward to that weekend when the NBA playoffs start. When you have 4 and 4,
right? And won't be long right after that. We'll be having the NHL follow it up. So both playoffs will be rolling. Those are usually good though. 4 and 4. I can't wait. NBA playoffs, exciting because you know who's in, who's out. Lines will be a little bit tighter, but still, I'd rather have a tight line than this loosey-goosey minus 19s and minus 20 and a half. Come on.
I know. It's ugly. Yeah, the Yankees are ass. I'm going to tell you, their pitching is horrific, man. I knew it was trouble when, when you go back. They did get hit with that injury at the start of the season
He just tried to fool everybody. See, it was Nestor Cortez there. It wasn't the Yankees torpedo bats. They ain't
right.
torpedoing anything.
Absolutely. So let's get right to the baseball here. We'll do a 15-game card. Only one game between Toronto and Baltimore. They're going to make up that doubleheader in July. So just from this note here, usually those rainouts in April, May are made up in the summer when you know you can get them in. You don't want another rainout. that really screw up your schedule there. Hey, look who's joining us. It's been a while. Jorge, what's happening?
George! What up, George?
What's up, guys? Hold on. I don't even know how to use this anymore. It's been so long.
Well, you got your background set up. So all you got to do is talk now. I think you're okay.
I was watching to see how many people came on, and I just saw you two, so I figured I'd jump on you guys.
Appreciate that, Jorge. Good seeing you back here.
Good to see you, Jorge.
All right, we'll get to the baseball here. We'll do 3 blocks of 5. So we'll start here with Tigers Twins. The Twins here $1.25 total 9. Phillies and Cardinals. We got the Phillies on the road $1.60 total of 8. And we got the Giants and Yanks. We got the Yanks $1.35 total of 8. Blue Jays Orioles. We got the Orioles here $1.25 total of 8. Mets and Athletics, a wild one yesterday, got over again. We got the Mets $1.37 total of 9. We saw with Jorge. I'm sorry. We start with Rod. What I'm talking about. I'm sorry.
All right. So looking at these ones here. I got to go with the Mets in that one. Looks like Ginn's going to get the start for the Athletics in that matchup. And this is his first start of the year. Good old Ginn. Ginn. He had a couple starts last year for the Athletics. Look, they don't even give him a picture. Poor guy. You look at he wasn't good last year. So yeah, I'm going to go with the Mets there. Pedersen, hey, not a horrible pitcher. I think he can give up a couple of runs as well in that matchup. So you're not having to lay a whole lot. I'm going to take the run line, though. I think the Mets continue to roll there in that one. I don't like the starting matchup there. It could get pretty ugly. Trying to see if they faced Ginn last year. No, they did not. But yeah, I'll take the Mets on the run line in that one with the pitcher change from what it was supposed to be today. And then the other one in this time spot that I'm looking at here is giving the over between Toronto and Baltimore. I know Bowden Francis on the mound should have a good start. And the Blue Jays 0-10 to that under so far this season. Haven't hit any overs. They've been all unders. Not today. Today we're going over. Give me the over in Toronto and Baltimore.
And there from Ron, we move on over to Jorge.
Well, I mean, as much as I hate the A's, I'm definitely going to pick the total instead of the side in this one, just because of the field they played in Sacramento. I hope to God Sacramento keeps them. It's probably not going to happen, but we'll have to deal with it. But yeah, a lot of runs being scored there, obviously. And the A's offense actually has been decent. It hasn't been a problem. It's their pitching that lets them down. The Mets are just waiting for Soto to come around and start scoring some runs. So, being that that's the field that they're in, and as hot as Alonso is, I'd say go over with the Mets. And the Mets are Athletics.
And there from Jorge, tell you here what I think about some of these games here. I'm going to come back with Detroit again. When we talked about this angle here, I don't know. I have no fan of Chris Paddock whatsoever. He was just absolutely pounded. I remember back in his days with the Padres, it was just not good. Again, another angle that came through again. Minnesota against these good power teams that average 1.25 home runs per game. They're now 3-20, losing 18 units. So I'll come back here with Detroit again in this spot. And also, what do we got here? I'm going to come in here with Baltimore against Francis. The Blue Jays have struggled hitting the ball away from home. The Orioles hit the ball pretty well in their home field. They've gotten good work out of the bullpen. And the bullpen, the Blue Jays bullpen's been racked here against the division so far this early in the season. So I'll look at Baltimore in that spot, and I'll come back again with the Mets here. The Athletics again, their bullpen has just been hammered. You look at that bullpen at home, an ERA over 6, a WHIP near 2. We know with the Mets what you get: good starting pitching, good relief pitching, and they've had success returning profit for their backers on the road against right-handed starters. So I'll look at them in the spot. All right, let's continue here on the Tony X Morning Show as we continue here with Major League Baseball. Here's the next 5 in this block. They will be Nationals and Marlins. We've got the Marlins here, $1.48, total 7.5. Good comeback by the Nats yesterday after falling behind. Red Sox, White Sox. White Sox woke up yesterday. Red Sox, $1.53, total 7.5. Braves and Rays. Braves still looking for that first road win. It's Tampa Bay, $1.30, total 8.5. Royals and Guardians. Can the Royals bats wake up? They had the Cleveland here, $1.28, total 7.5. Pirates and Reds. The Reds, $1.22, total 8.5. We started off here with Rock.
Yeah, look at these ones. The White Sox. I think some people are going to all see Perez on the mound and be all excited and start betting the White Sox at a plus 135. Not this guy. The White Sox following a win by 6 or more. They don't fare so well in the next one. 1-14 following a big win by 6 or more runs. So I'll take Boston in the bounce back here on the run line in that one. I just don't trust the White Sox. And they're looking like they're trying to bait you into him. Going, come on, don't you want him? You can have him here plus 135. Look at them whooping it up yesterday. No, I'll take Boston in the bounce back spot here in this one today.
And they're from Ron, move on over to Jorge.
Earlier in the season, it's harder to pick some of these dogs, especially if, when they are playing well and they go in against a really good team, they're going to be plus 200 the whole series. You literally get bet every game and just hope to hit one, right? Go 1 and 2 and you make money. That's not the case, though. So I'm going to be on the other side of that one. Not as a big pick. Probably won't go to the window with it, but looking at it at home, plus $1.37 with Perez pitching the way he is, lefty, and then you got Boston, who's 3-5 on the road. I mean, if Boston had a winning record on the road and they've been on fire, I might go with that. But I know the White Sox aren't playing very well, but hey, streak's got to start somewhere, and you might as well start it with your ace. So just a slight lean with the White Sox.
And there from Jorge, I tell you what I think about these games here. I'm going to go under with Washington, Miami. We got Sandy on the hill right now for this national team. The Nationals have trended under on the road here against the division. I'll look under in that one. I'm just going to come back here with the Rays. This Rays team, I'm a big fan of Rasmussen. I really liked him with the Rays, especially when he's healthy now. Come back from the injury issues that he's had. But then again, the Braves have really struggled hitting the baseball here on the road. Just $1.51. Rays hit the ball well at home with bullpens. And if you bet Atlanta as a dog, you've not gotten money the past 2+ seasons. 16-26 is a road dog, losing 8.5 units. So I'll look at Tampa Bay in that spot. And going to come back here with the Reds again. Don't like what I'm seeing from this Pirates hitting. Their bullpen's dealing with control issues, walking too many guys. The Reds bullpen have pitched well their night games. And if you look at the Pirates against good bullpens over the past 2+ seasons, 43-66, losing 5 units there. So I'll look at the Reds there in that spot. All right, let's continue here on the Tony X Morning Show as we'll close out baseball here with these final 5 games here on the board. We've got here Angels and Astros. We got the Astros, $1.51, total of 9. Brewers and D-backs. Can the Brewers come in as a dog again? D-backs, $1.72, total 9. Rockies and Padres. The Padres, they came to play here yesterday. $1.60, total 8.5. Cubs and Dodgers. Dodgers, $1.68, total 8.5. Late night, Seattle continues with their magic in the walk-off fashion. Seattle, $1.42 against Texas, total 7. We start with Rod.
Yeah, and you look at that Texas-Seattle 7. I think we're going to hit an over again there now, and just snuck over with the walk up with Seattle late in that one, pushed that one over. So I think with Rocker on the mound and Wu is not having the start that he wanted to start the year, but definitely giving up a few there, and I think Rocker gives up a few as well. I like the over 7 in that matchup. And then another one I'm looking at is give me the over Milwaukee and Arizona. I think we see plenty of runs in that one. Burton's definitely not off to the start that he wanted either. So he's looking for some improvement in that one. And then the Brewers, Patrick's going. I know the Brewers haven't been, these two squads haven't played to a whole lot of overs, but if you look at what the weather's supposed to be like in Arizona today, isn't it pushing 100 or pretty dang close to?
Yeah. See if the roof is open. You got to see if the roof is open there.
It's 98 out there, so
98 right now. It's going to be over about 105 by the time we start playing people during the day.
By the time it's supposed to hit closer to game time, 98 is. I'm looking at 8 p.m. Eastern. It says it's going to be 98.
Let's see here. Let's take a look at the roof information.
Sure.
Nah, you're gonna have air conditioning, Rod. They're closing the roof. You can
Yeah,
look
I
up.
think it's anywhere near close to 100. They close it. I don't know what the
Yeah.
temperature is.
Well, yeah, you can look at MLB does give you that information. Just type in Google Arizona roof information, and they do say that because they want the fans to know if the roof's open or closed. You're gonna have air conditioning in there. The roof will be closed today. It's actually closed tomorrow. Also, it was closed. It didn't matter
It's been
yesterday.
hot.
Yeah,
Right?
because it's hot. Yeah, so they closed the roof. They put that when you go to buy tickets for Arizona on the Arizona page. They tell the fans whether or not the roof's open or closed.
Because the roof's open or not.
We got record-setting heat in the Southwest right now.
Yeah.
Nice.
Over the weekend, it's going to be brutal.
Brutal. Yeah, I would not be doing good in 101 degrees.
Oh, it's worse in the summer. The summer, you get acclimated, just like when it's cold up in Canada. Once it starts, you're there, you're acclimated. Here?
Yeah, once you're there, it's like once you get into that heat, you take.
When you come from 70 degrees and then all of a sudden you jump up to 105, the sun stronger, it's pretty tough.
Yeah,
it's 45 out is I think it's supposed to be the high today. It might hit 50. So
nice.
Sunny. That's warm. I like it. But 101, cooking. Either way, I still like the over, even with the roof closed in that one today.
There we go from Rod on over to Jorge.
Yeah, I mean, I'll take a slightly into Milwaukee in that game. That's one of those few series here you have. But A's got the Arizona Diamondbacks got a great team, but Milwaukee's playing great. But I think they're overvalued. They're overvalued in this spot. It's not like they're dominating minus $1.70. You're already up plus units. I'm going to be doing a lot of series betting this year as opposed to games. If you get a team's playing well and they just got market money on there because people love to bet the favorites, just bet the series blindly. I know that sounds kind of crazy, but you're just playing the numbers. If you're going to get plus $1.40 or at least plus $1.30 every single game, and you have some good pitching and you're playing well, chances are you're going to get a game. Anything after that is a huge bonus, and you get a big advantage on the book.
There you go there from Jorge. Tell you what I think about these games. Yeah, I like Milwaukee again today here. Milwaukee's covered. They've done the job here as a road dog the past 2+ seasons. If you bet Brewers in the dog situation, 52-43, returning 24 units. Actually, that doesn't count yesterday. So now I'm returning about 25 units here the past 2+ seasons as a dog, 53-43 now as a dog of even money or higher. I like him in this spot. The Brewers are hitting. Corbin Burns, a little bit of struggle to him to start the season. And the Brewers bullpen has shown improvement over the past 6 games. Forget about what you saw against New York. They've improved since that series there. So I like Milwaukee there at that plus price there. Also, too, I'm going to go over here in the Dodgers and Cubs. We got warm weather. We have Ben Brown starting, which is someone I'm not wanting to back here. Sasaki's had control issues. They've seen him already. Cubs bullpen has had struggles here on the road. And when you look at the Dodgers here against these good scoring teams, 26-10 to the over at home. I like the over there with the Cubs and LA. All right, let's continue here on the Tony Six Morning Show. We'll switch our attention over to hockey. Are you going to stick for the hockey or you got to roll?
Absolutely not. I had I had a ticket the other. I mean, I haven't been feeling that great, but I had a ticket the other night to go watch my first Golden Knights game. I paid for it and gave it away. Take someone that understands, and it's good because the person who was sitting there, all the smoke machine and all the crap. She walked out of there, not feeling well for him. So I was like, if someone's got a box or a suite, and I get some free food, maybe some free beer, so I got to pay $20 a beer. Yeah, maybe I'll go check out some hockey, but. Otherwise, I'll skip it, guys. But I'll definitely jump off for the NBA playoffs. Rob, I agree with Rob that I disagree with Rob. I can't wait for the NBA playoffs to start. But I've been loving playing those games, not necessarily for here on the website, but in game. Man, I don't care how some of those spreads are going. You can see who wants to win, who doesn't. Unlike the NFL,
in game, yeah, you can find some good numbers in game, definitely.
Right? In the last 4 minutes, I got bid on one yesterday up 15. My bet. But the playoffs is a whole nother ball game. It's about series, how they play. The whole strategy of betting during the regular season is gone during the NBA playoffs. So I'll be back. I do have an AL best bet going up on the website now. And then I'm going to do some get some picks up on some of these midday, and at least an evening game or two.
Yeah, with Jorge over Tony speaking. See the good results from Jorge. Last 7 days, last 30 days have been on fire. Baseball's back, and Jorge's back as well here on the show. So get on board with Jorge. Got a best bet on the board. Get it. Profit guarantee. Remember, all of our one-day passes are profit guarantee. They must earn a profit. Amount purchased will be credited back to your account for site credits. That's profit guarantee. The promo code TonyT checkout we'll knock off that 15% off. Jorge also has long-term subscriptions there, so go ahead and get signed up with Jorge at Tony'sPicks.com. All right, Jorge, it's always great having your show. Continue the success, and we'll catch up with you soon.
All right, you guys have a winning day. Take it easy.
Have a good day, Jorge.
All right, here on the Tony's Picks Morning Show. As we'll turn our attention over to hockey today. In this block, we'll start it off here with the matinees. There's 3 games early afternoon here. Islanders, Flyers, actually 4 games afternoon here. Islanders, Flyers, we've got the Flyers here, $1.13, total 6. Capitals and Blue Jackets. Blue Jackets here, our dogs here. Capitals, $1.18, total 6.5. Rangers and Hurricanes. Hurricanes, $1.90, total 6. Avs and the Kings. The Kings favorite here, $1.83, total 5.5 over to Rob.
Yeah, no McKinnon for the Avs in that one. That's probably why the Kings are favored. Colorado's probably sitting. They really got nowhere to move up in the playoffs, down in the playoffs. Kings are still trying to fend off the Oilers, right? It's going to come down to the back-to-back spot with the Oilers there for third and fourth in the Pacific. So this is probably basically, when you look at it, this is almost like their game in hand for the Kings. They need to. This is one they need to win. The Oilers kept continuing to win last night, so at minus 200, I would lean to the puck line there in that one. I think they win by 2 or 3. I don't think Colorado's has a whole lot of interest. They might be enjoying the sun out there in LA. Because, like I said, they're dealing with a couple guys that are injured. McKinnon, hopefully, McKinnon's actually was announced yesterday. He won't be back in time. He'll be back in time to start the playoffs. So we won't see McKinnon, their big goal scorer, until playoff time. And then the other one, I like the Islanders here after they got trounced yesterday. It is a third game at 4-night spot, but there is that slim hope for the Islanders. But got thoroughly embarrassed, giving up 9. I expect to bounce back here, especially against the Flyers squad that we know what the Flyers have been doing. They're supposed to be tanking, is what I thought. But it turns out they started winning games. But I think they lose this one. Give me the Islanders at the dog price in this one.
Yeah, from Rod. All right, let's continue here on the NHL here as we continue on. I guess we'll close out hockey tonight here with these games here. Sabres and the Panthers. We got the Panthers 215, total of 6. Jets and Blackhawks. We got the Jets 270, total of 6. Canadians, Maple Leafs 225, total of 6. Hockey Club and Stars. We got the Stars here, $1.55, total sitting 6.5. Blues and Kraken. We got the Blues $1.43, total 5.5. Predators and Vegas Knights. Knights 250, total 6. And we close it out here with Wild and Canucks. Canucks $1.11, total 5.5. Back to Rod.
Yeah, looking at the ones in this spot, we're going to take a shot at a couple dogs. With the Jets being a minus 275 favorite against the Blackhawks, that's a little bit pricey. Considering I'm no goalies confirmed yet, but I'm guessing we're going to see Comrie in that one for the Jets. So, as I said in the video, it's going to be worth taking a shot here on Chicago, especially at home there. Give me the Blackhawks in that one. And then Buffalo against Florida. Buffalo's rolling along, playing the better hockey, 8-2 in their last 10 games. They haven't been greatest on the road, but I'll take Buffalo there at the plus 180 over the Panthers. And then the big game of the night, Montreal and Toronto. Hey, original 6. Montreal's dropped last night's game. They definitely need to continue to win to hold on to that wild card spot. And the Leafs pretty much in first in the Atlantic, and I think they pretty much got that first wrapped up. But I think this is a close, tight game. I'm going to take the 60-minute draw between Toronto and Montreal. I think we get needs a little bit of overtime here on Saturday night between those two squads.
There you go from Rod. All right, we got you through our MLB and NHL for today. NBA returns tomorrow with that big 15-game card. Then we get into playoff mode after that. So now it's time for our Parlay Peripheral segment where our cappers can give out a player prop. They can give out a team prop. They can give it a parlay game of the future. We start here with Rob.
And for me, we're going to take a couple MLB. First one we're going to look at, we're going to take the Toronto Blue Jays over the Orioles to get their revenge from the Orioles coming into their park and beating them up. I think Toronto can come into their I think that day off really favored the Blue Jays in that one after having to use their bullpen in Boston. I think that definitely favors the Jays there. So give me the Jays on the money line. And then we're going to throw in one later I was looking at that I said. Give me the look at that. That's kept down. Give me the over in Milwaukee and Arizona, and then the late night that I mentioned was Seattle and Texas over. So Texas, Seattle over, Milwaukee, Arizona over, and the Blue Jays. Little 3-teamer for you.
There from Rod. I'll give you my 3-teamer here in baseball. Here, I like the Mets with the Marlins Nats under, and I'll take the Rays again. There. All right, we got you through our Parlay Pro segment. Now 17 what our cappers have for sale over at Tony's Picks. Heading into a weekend here of action from baseball as well as hockey. Tomorrow we get back with the NBA. Let's roll in here. See what Rod's got for sale right now over at Tony's Picks. Rod's put together a profitable year for you guys out there for 1379 units of profit. Rod, what you got for sale at Tony's Picks?
And for me, over Tony's Picks today, I've got a nice 3-pack in the NHL, my NHL hat trick. It's available over there at Tony's Picks to scoop that up. And then I have one MLB play, my MLB play of the day. I just have to put it into a package. So give me a second, and it'll be up there in a package for you. The 3 plays I got 3 on the ice and the 1 in the MLB. Light slate on this Saturday for me. Going, I'm not an MMA guy, so definitely lots of that today. But few on the ice that mean money. I love that NHL pack there, so definitely head over, scoop that up. And let's have a big Saturday together.
Big Saturday as well. So get on board with Rod over at Tony's Picks. He's got his Saturday hat trick up there. Profit guarantee there on that 3-pack. Also multi-packs available coming from Rod as well as our long-term subscriptions there from Rod. So get on board. Use that promo code 20T at checkout, and you'll save that 15% off. All right, I got a best bet on board from baseball. Also have a 3-pack from Major League Baseball for myself. My best bet is bundled into my 3-pack from Major League Baseball, so don't buy them both. Buy one or the other, or just get on board with my long-term pass. I'm having a good year in baseball. I started here. I sit on top of the leaderboard in baseball this year, so get on board with me at Tony's Picks and match me up with Rod with that 2-for-1 capper promotion. That's the way to roll here. Save even more money there. All right, we got you through our show. Now we're with you here Monday through Friday here, guys, at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time. If you ever happen to miss a show, well, just head on over to our YouTube channel at Tony's Picks. Just type Tony's Picks in the search, and you'll be able to find our YouTube channel and just hit the live tab to watch our archive. And, of course, we also have the happy hour Monday through Friday. And a lot of great content here from our cappers producing content here at Tony's Picks. You'll see Chris coming in with his home run props. We got Kevin Thomas with some videos. Doubles, he likes the Cubs. So he's got a pick here from the Cubs and the Dodgers. My MLB is up there. Rod's got the hockey covered for you over at Tony's Picks. If we didn't catch a game, a lot of great content there from Rod. Also, turn your attention over to Mills with his UFC picks for today. He's got parlay picks for today from the UFC, and he does a complete rundown of the 13 fights today from the UFC. So a lot of great content from Mills. He puts a lot of work into it, guys. You should go over there and check out these videos because he does great work in the UFC. And he comes in with winners for you guys. So check out those UFC videos from Mills over at Tony's Picks YouTube channel because he does UFC right, man. He covers it, knows it like the back of his hand. So check it out. All right, Rod, of course, you produce a live show here for us Monday through Friday with the happy hour, and you got the hockey covered as well up on the channel.
Yeah, definitely tune into the happy hour Monday to Friday. We got you covered on any late info, any goalie news, any NBA news rolling in the later time block during the week. So definitely tune into that. And then if you didn't go over hockey here on the morning show, I got you covered on the archived YouTube area of the hockey section. And we go over every game on the board here in the NHL slate. So definitely head on over and check it out. If there's a game you're looking for, it's over there. So definitely
check it out.
Go check it out on the YouTube section.
Check it out on YouTube channel there. Great content up there. I want to give a shout out to Ron Hahn, who runs our chat. Ron Hahn with his 3-pack, with his parlays for you here on the show. We can cover him. He's part of our team at Tony'sPicks.com. So check him out and get signed up with Ron Hahn at Tony'sPicks.com. Who runs our chat for us, and also during our rundown drops his picks in there for you guys. So that's also there. So appreciate that. Thanks everybody in the chat for joining us here today. We'll be back again tomorrow here, and we'll be back here tomorrow here on the Tony's Picks show there at 9:30 a.m. Eastern. Remember, tomorrow we'll have the NBA covered for you. Last day of the regular season. There are some important games. I think none other than that Warriors-Clippers game, probably the most important game tomorrow. I kind of explain the scenario there. So make sure you guys tune in for the show. We'll be back here live with you. All right. Ron, anything to say before we close it out?
Yeah, definitely. Well, we don't have Higgins giving you any ribbies today, so I figured I'd get you a ribby for today and Saturday's action. Take Mike Yastrzemski of the Giants to get a ribby. He's been hot to start the year for the Giants. In the last 5 games, he's gotten 3 ribbies in the last 5 games, and it's a plus 210. Worth a shot today. Take Mike Yastrzemski of the Giants to get a ribby.
Yeah, that West is looking very competitive so far to start the year in Major League Baseball. It looks looking to be strong with LA, with the
Giants.
Giants.
Be the leader of the vote on the interleague play, going, yeah, we want to play the American League some more. We're whooping them. 7-0 in the Giants against the AL. So they're loving the interleague play to start the year.
They're getting it done, and they got 6 with it. They have 4 with the Padres. That's right. The rivals, they only play 4 times a year. I was thinking they played the 3 games. They only played 2-game series against their rivals. So, it's a big, great baseball day, guys, as well as action on the ice. And we're back tomorrow. Good week. Bye, guys. You guys making a winning Saturday. We're back here on the Tony Six Morning Show tomorrow.